Welcome, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. I really want to start on time, but I'll give everybody a few minutes, to go on live. This is gonna be out of my home. Let me see if anybody is tuning in. I don't see anybody yet, but I wanted to welcome you to my home. And the reason I'm doing this on YouTube now is because YouTube saves the videos. So I'm really fortunate that, I'm able to record out of my house. And I would like to take a poll for people that, that maybe liked my offers better. Let me know which one you like better, office or home. I see some people already coming in. Hello from Montreal, Canada. Welcome. I didn't catch your name. Thanks for listening to Tai Chi, University of Brighton. I am Greek, Brasileños from Uruguay, Nora Quintana. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Welcome to my humble home. Today we'll be doing it out of here. I wish I could say hi. Oh, from Kuwait, from España, Argentina, Alabama, Netherlands. Oh my goodness. Welcome to my humble home. I'm going to be doing Tai Chi today here in my home, out of my home. I'll take a vote from you guys. You guys let me know if you prefer out of my office or out of my home. Tai Chi is actually supposed to be done outdoors. That's the reason I wanted to bring more light today. And my office is more cozy, but I leave it up to you guys. Leave comments below after the video, or in Instagram too. Massage Therapeutics 915 is my address on Instagram, so you can join me there too, and follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I post videos there every day too. So today we're going to be doing lesson number 2, and I've committed to doing this for 6 times, because that's the time that we're supposed to be off from teaching. And I want to, be able to give back and keep us all connected still, even though, we're not able to do our work. And I want to start by reminding you that I am not a Sifu. I am not a master. I am only a Tai Chi player. I'll share what I know. I did do Tai Chi consistently for 18 years, and I practice that throughout my life and everything that I do. So let's start again. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little bit of, maybe some of the principles of Tai Chi. Then we'll start with some Qigong exercises, and then I'll start showing you some of the form. Now, for those of you that have never heard of Tai Chi or are not familiar with it, it's very, it's from China. It is a martial arts. It's used as a martial arts. And also now they know the great benefits of Tai Chi. They call it meditation in motion. And some people now call it medication in motion because it is so beneficial to you. Everything from, keeping your joints, flexible and lubricated, and, your muscles supple, and calming your nervous system, which is very important. Deep breathing, it really stimulates the vagus nerve, which is very, very important. Where Qigong exercises, that's what their name of it is, breath work. Qigong means breath work. And there are over 7,000 different types of Qigong exercises around the world. And some of them are very easy, simple. Some of them are very difficult. And of course, I'm only going to take you through the very easy ones. This is beginner's Tai Chi. I am not at any level to be teaching anything at a higher level. And also, just, I learned this from my Sifu, is that at all times we are at both places. We are a teacher and a student at all times. It doesn't matter when you come in to start doing Tai Chi. You can be the beginner. You can come in, with people that are already advanced, and you'll fit right in. We have no ranks in Tai Chi. There's nobody better. There's nobody that's more advanced. Like I said, we're both at the same level, and somebody might know more but someone always knows less. There's always somebody that we can help. And I think that's my reason for doing this, is that maybe I do know a little bit more about Tai Chi, and I want to help those of you that are just beginning. We're going through this chaotic, events right now. And it's very important for us to go within. To go within. This is time for us to be calmed and peaceful and stay focused and positive. So, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and start doing some qigong exercises. And I'm gonna probably go over the same ones that I did the last time. And so, you can go ahead and just move your arms back and forth. And we can do this for about a minute. They're very gentle. Nothing should hurt. That's the beauty of Tai Chi, is that it shouldn't hurt, and it gives your body a chance to feel what's going on. I'm going to add something to this one. We did this on Saturday, and I'm going to ask you just to walk gently in place. Just walk, lift your foot off the floor, and just walk very gentle. Really moves the glenohumeral joint and gets your knees going. Okay, now I want to do the next one, which was your feet, shoulder width apart. And then this one's called grinding corn, which is one of my favorites actually. And you just swing back and forth like you're grinding corn. And then you can go to the left and then to the right, and you're leaning. And make sure that when you're leaning, that your toe doesn't go past, that your knees doesn't go past your toes, okay? You never want to hyperextend anything. So be very mindful and careful. Oh, there's a sticker on the floor. Very mindful and careful as to, how you're able to not hyperextend your knees. So let's go back to this one. You can lean to the left, come back to the center, and lean to the right. And like I said, the goal is to do these, for about a minute each. You can build them up. The beauty of this is that if you do Tai Chi for 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're actually stimulating your whole body, not just because we're using our feet, but because we are moving. And this is a lot more complex than we have time to get into. But it is a body, mind, spirit connection. So that's very important, for us to be able to continue out there and function, and to bring us, to our center. Now remember, I talked about this on the first lesson. Think of your dantian. Okay, your dantian is about 2 inches within your body and an inch below your navel. So this is your energy force right here. This is your center. We try to do everything coming from our dantian. When we breathe in, inhale, and try to feel it in the dantian. Okay, one of the postures that I do want to show you right now is the horse stance, which is fundamental to Tai Chi or any martial arts. Horse stance is just what it implies, like almost like you're sitting on a horse. So it's slightly wider than shoulder width apart. However, it shouldn't hurt, okay? When you go into a horse stance, automatically your tailbone tucks in. Like this part, your sacrum and all that, kind of, most of us, sometimes have it sticking out. But when you're in a horse stance, it kind of tucks in a little bit, tucks in your tailbone. So you tuck in your tailbone. It takes the pressure off your hips and off the lumbar area. And then you also want to feel like you are connected, like there's a line connected, to the heavens, so, up higher than you, and just keeping you straight up. You want to be in a vertical axis. That's very important in Tai Chi. You tuck in your chin just slightly, nothing forced. That takes the pressures off the cervicals. So this is your horse stance, and it's very important, especially when we're working, because this really saves your body, from putting too much stress on your joints. So I just wanted to remind you guys again about breathing down into your dantian And now, you know, the horse stance, which is, you know, very important for us. So let's do the next exercise, and the next exercise will be left foot forward. And in Tai Chi, you never really want to lift your heels too much. You just kind of want to go back and forth, you know, stimulating all those trigger points in our feet. You know, we have all the trigger points on our feet. So like I mentioned, if you do Tai Chi for 15, 20 minutes, you know, or 10 minutes a day, you're stimulating every trigger point. So let's do this one like you're passing the ball to somebody. And then you breathe in and breathe out. In, out, in, out. And now we want to go back and bring it back towards you and lean back, not too far back, just a little bit, you know, just where it's comfortable. Believe it or not, this really opens up your joints. So you breathe out and you breathe in as you're bringing it back. Remember, Qigong exercises are called breath work because we need to do so much breathing, and it really helps us to open up our lungs and use our diaphragm. Okay, and so now you come back to your center. Now you're going to go to the right side and do the same thing again. Forward, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. These are all very rhythmic and slow. And I know for a lot of people, they, you know, that are used to going to the gym, it's not enough exercise and they can't get into it. Okay, let's go back. But remember that being strong, it's more than just having a really healthy, fit, muscular body. Being strong, it means internally strong. You know, when we go to the gym, it's so loud, we have our headphones. We don't have time to go within and to quiet our mind. This is why I love Tai Chi, because it quiets your mind, really quiets you and helps you go within and listen to your body. You know, when you are working out in a loud gym, a lot of times we ignore the signals that something's hurting. And this is why Tai Chi is so important, because it allows you to listen to your body. It tells you, oh, this is a little too far, you know, I'm hurting here. And it tells you, you know, to slow it down or bring it back. So you're becoming more and more in tune with your body. So on this next one, we want to go ahead and do, you know, a little bit of a horse stance, you know, a little bit further than shoulder width apart. And this is the clouds passing in front of you. So you just take your arm, like if you have clouds, and you watch it. And in Tai Chi, I'll teach you guys later that it's 3 things moving at once at all times, and everything, remember, moves in a circle. So it's like you're watching the clouds go by. And you're just observing. Remember, we don't have to get involved, you know, emotionally with the clouds. We just look at them and watch them pass by. And it's kind of like what's going on in our lives right now. You know, let's stay positive and let's watch it go by. But at the same time, we're keeping our center and our cool. And, you know, the sun still came up this morning. The sun is still shining. And it will continue to shine and come out. So don't despair. This too shall pass, just like the clouds. It'll pass. So all you're doing is just turning a little bit, you know, slowly. Breathing in. And then again, you come back to your center. Another thing that I want to teach you today, which will be the second time, you know, first the Dantian. This is where your Dantian is, and to breathing down to your Dantian. And the horse stances. One of the things we teach in Tai Chi is to keep your tongue just slightly curled and touching the top of your palate, like the top palate. You just fold your tongue lightly, it's not forced. And the reason behind that is to keep the chi energy, life energy, that's what chi means, life energy, circling within you. So that's another thing, that every time we practice Tai Chi, we think of our darn tian, and we think of touching our tongue with the top of, on the top of your palate. So let's see, another one that we did the other day was the flying one. So let's do that. Let's just pretend we're flying. Really gets our joints moving. You can sway back and forth a little bit. Fly over the mountains, out of your home. Go visit your kids, your grandkids. In your mind, just feel like you're free. Actually, this exercise is geared towards making you feel like you're free. Like you may be confined to a small area or just to your house. Like all of us, around the world now, have been confined and been asked with the social distancing. And it can be difficult, it can really be difficult for some people. And so this exercise, this is why I'm incorporating this one, because this can make you and give you the sense that you're free and that you're moving and that you're flying. So it's a nice exercise to remind us that everything is a state of mind. Everything begins in our thoughts, how we think, how we perceive things. So be careful. I remind you again, for every negative thought, replace it with 2 positive ones. Somebody left a message the other day of, that was a really nice idea, to learn. And I've carried that for many years, especially when I'm stressed out myself. I have negative thoughts, I replace them with 2 positive ones. Okay, so you always come back to your center. And now let's do this one, where we kind of turn slowly. Let your arms just flop. Just really flop back and forth, back and forth. This really stimulates your kidneys, your internal organs, because you're kind of torquing them a little bit, getting them to be active. And you just let your arms hit back and forth, back and forth. And like I said, we do this, each exercise, for about a minute. And if you feel like your kidneys need a little bit more stimulation, then tap it real gently as you turn, with a nice loose fist. You don't want to hit it hard, but just like a circle, and just tap the back of each kidney as you turn, just slightly. Just lightly. Stimulates your kidneys. Okay, so that's it for the Qigong exercises. We've already spent a few minutes doing that. So I want to take you again, teach you maybe step by step some of the form. And there are different forms. This is actually the least known one. It's called the Li form. They were named after the families that taught them, because back 2,000 years ago, they only taught it to family members. There's the Wu, the Yang, and the Chen, and those were family names, and that's what the forms are now called: the Wu, the Yang, and the Chen, and the Li. And mine is the least popular one, but the reason I like it is because it's supposed to be able to be done in in a square yard. So you never step too far out. You always, should be in just within a square yard. So if you have a small space, this is perfect. So let's start, with a salute. And this is nothing more than the teacher, embracing the student. Okay, this is what this means. And so this is very important when you begin, that you salute, whether you're a student or a teacher. And so we salute. Okay. Now we go up. Our hands is like you have balloons lifting your arms to shoulder height. And then you come back like you're rolling over a ball. And then you put your hands slightly at your sides and you step to the left. And remember that for every move to the left, we come back to the right. And you kind of sink here a little bit. You know, it's like very gently, you know. Tai Chi has 3 movements all at once going on. You know, so let's start that again. We did our salute. So you lift your fingers, your hands going up to shoulder width. Roll it back like you're going over a ball. Down to your sides. And you step out to the left with a heel. Always step with a heel. You know, you go left. And then as you're coming back, you're timing it so that your hands and your foot comes back at the same time. And then you go up in a circle, looking at your fingertips as far as you can, gently. And then letting your fingers and your hands come down. You know, you drop your shoulders. And then you sink into, again, a soft circle. So let's start again from the beginning. I'm going to continue adding each time, and let's see how far we can get on the form. Not today, but throughout the next, 2 weeks. So again, just feet slightly apart. You raise your hands to shoulder level. Roll back like you're rolling over a ball. Hands to your sides. Step out with the left heel first. And then come back. And you should time it, so that everything lands at the same time. You start going up in a circle, hands out towards the ceiling, looking up at your fingertips. And then you start coming down. So you don't want to be here and then you already look down. It all has to be coordinated. This is why it's so good for us, because we really engage the right and left side of our brain, and it's very good for coordination. So as we're here now, we have a nice soft circle right here. We're gonna step out with the right, gently with our heel, and then you're gonna put this hand at your pulse and then go out. And come back, breathe in, palms out. Okay, so, and actually I want you guys to remember that these were all, self-defenses, they were used as some martial arts. So just because it is very soft, it can also be used very hard. Like this one here is used as a strike. Somebody's coming at you, you strike them. So they're all used, like this one here is like if somebody's coming at you, from the top, and then you're trying to block it up and break it up. So every move is very soft and gentle. However, it can also be used very, very hard for self-defense. So let's start again from the beginning. We've learned 3 postures already. So we're standing, slightly, feet apart. We're gonna go up again, shoulder width, come back like you're rolling a ball, down to your sides. Now we're gonna step to the left heel first, gentle, come back. Now you start lifting up, looking at your fingertips, come down, come back down into a circle. Raise your right foot and step gently out and back. Okay, so I think that's all we're gonna learn for today. We're gonna take it really slow each time. I hope I add, a new posture. And oh, you know what? I know it's very difficult to follow me face to face because doing mirroring is really difficult. My Sifu actually, what he did is he had his back turned to us, and I wanted to show you face to face, but now I'm gonna turn around and follow me like that, so that way you'll be able to see it, instead of having to figure out which is left, which is right. I'm gonna turn around, so I'm not trying to be rude and give my back to you, but just to show you the first few steps, to see what it looks like, So follow me like this. raising your arms up to shoulder height, rolling your arms back, putting them to your sides, stepping out with a left, coming back, palms down. You start lifting your legs up a little bit right here. We're going up and then letting your shoulders, your head, everything drop slowly into a nice circle, like right in front of your dantian. Your hands should be right in front of your dantian, about an inch below. And now you're gonna step out with your right to the corner here, and then back. Okay, so I hope that helps you. I hope you know it's been 25 minutes already, so we have stimulated our feet and all our internal organs for 20 minutes, which was my goal, at least 20 minutes. So please come back on Wednesday. I'm committed to do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 2 weeks while we're out from school. And I hope you enjoyed this. And until the next time, create a great day.